exciting.
What is going on, guys? I can't see. We have a couple people in. Wait and see how many people get here. Looks like the lighting is okay. We are inside today because it's kind of chilly out. I know that's. I'm not even going to tell you what the temp is to say that it's chilly. It's it's not that chilly, but somebody didn't want to join in. She didn't want to go out. We were going to sit by the pool. I thought that would be good. No,
Mm-mm.
no. All right. Make your today someday. Hi guys, how you doing? That's my daughter over here. Bailey flew in here last Friday. She leaves tomorrow, and I I'm gonna miss her because first family I've had here in 2 months, and it's been great. So I got 2 videos coming down the pipe for you guys, and I've been having problems with the computer trying to get my software to work for editing, and I've had Bailey here. I've had my daughter here, and so we've been going out and checking stuff out. And if you saw the thumbnail tonight, that is from the where was that from? The Mesa, was it Mesa Natural History Museum?
Arizona.
The Arizona Natural History Museum in Mesa, and it was a fantastic trip. I'll be cutting that video at some point. I just got the footage off of the camera, so I got to work on that. Harry, hello from Florida. Yeah, I know. I went over there and I saw Next Exit. It's great to see them. Just subscribed last week to them because they were over here, and it's exciting. I'm glad that they're doing the live. I just wish they were doing it at a different time so I could stay and watch. So, make today your son someday is your uncle.
Oh. Hey.
But, so we're going to give you a little bit of update on this. Thanks for joining Happy Hour Live. Happy Hour Live is a time where I get to connect with you guys. It's like friends getting together. So pour yourself a drink and come sit down and enjoy. So, what are you drinking? Rum and pineapple juice and Caraco, right?
Yep.
Thanks, Harry. We like their channel too. I just started watching some of their stuff over there, and I want to see some more of it because it's always good connecting. But I wish I could have stayed there. All I could do was just say hi. I had to leave because I had to set up the live stream over here to get ready to go tonight. So I was kind of bummed I didn't get to sit over there and see them. So, but 710 HWU. Hey Bailey, miss you, baby. That must be your boyfriend. I bet it is. Do you want to give a shout out to him?
Hi, babe. He said he was gonna watch this, so I'm kind of glad that he actually kept to it.
Absolutely glad that you're here. We haven't met yet. Hopefully, let me tilt this back because we are inside today because it's a little chilly outside. But I'm not going to tell you the temp because you'd laugh at us because I know the rest of you are enduring some cold weather.
They don't want to sit outside either.
No, probably not. Yeah. Probably not.
Am I having a good time? Yes, it's been great. It's been fun.
Yeah, we've been keeping her busy this weekend, so I haven't had any time for editing. I know I've sat down several times. She's watched me.
He's been trying to keep up, but we've been busy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, I got 2 videos. I do have a coach tour. I know a lot of people out there have asked for a coach tour. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but since my daughter was coming, I had to run around the coach and clean up for like a day, maybe even more than a day. and, and just get it cleaned up. But we have a coach tour coming up. I know we've had that request several times, and I wanted to take advantage of the clean coach and get that filmed. So, Vagabond Travels. Sorry we couldn't make the get out. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, next exit. Not next exit. Jet mechanic. Yes. Hi guys. Hey, that's okay. You know what? I feel kind of bad. Um, what he's talking about is they actually contacted me. They're right around the corner, and they're staying at Mesa Spirit, and I was going to invite them over the last couple of days. We've been so busy, and I feel kind of selfish because I really wanted to spend time with my daughter. So, thank you guys for giving me on that. I really felt bad about it, but at the same time, I really was having a good time visiting with my daughter. I haven't seen her in about a year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half.
About a year and a half.
For a while.
So, yeah.
And even last time it was just for a little bit. So
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll have the tour up here pretty quick. That one is almost done. If I can just get the software to participate, it keeps crashing my. Unfortunately, it's crashing my computer as I'm trying to go through it. I don't know if any of you out there are doing editing or editing software. I don't understand it completely, and I know just enough, I think, to get myself in trouble. So, Vagabond Travels, yes, you get it, totally get it. Yeah, I've been here for 2 months, and been missing Miss Karen, and unfortunately, um, I have to move on. That's the other thing we're going to talk about is uh, my daughter's leaving tomorrow. I put her on a plane tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow. So if you want to come over and visit, absolutely come on over. Um, but I will be leaving on the 17th, which is Tuesday. I think that's Tuesday. And heading to Quartzsite, Arizona. Unfortunately, without Miss Karen, we don't know if and when she's going to be back, and it's time to get out of here. I need a different. I need a
scenery.
Yeah.
Change of scenery.
Need a change of scenery. So, but it's been fun going around with Bailey and seeing we hit up the Natural History Museum.
Yep, they had an event the first night. It was free to get in, which was so cool.
Yeah.
And then we ended up having to evacuate the building because there was a fire.
So yeah, if you saw the thumbnail earlier on the thumbnail for this, has a big dinosaur head that was in the Natural History Museum, and yeah, we had to. We were told we had to leave the building. There was smoke in the building. We did smell smoke.
We could smell it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like crazy. Nobody was like running around like, we must get out. But
right.
It was definitely, and we were pretty bummed. I mean, we wanted to check it out.
Yeah.
So.
And your Aunt Sherry says that she misses you too.
I miss you guys.
You guys are going to have to talk her into coming down and seeing you guys down there. I know that she'd have fun. Maybe you could drag her around San Francisco. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be great. I love it.
Yeah, Jet McCann, Vagabond Travels, definitely will see you down in Quartzsite. Going down there Tuesday, and I'm going to stay through Christmas all the way into the new year. Probably going to leave for a week or so and then coming back because my brother and his wife are going to be coming into Quartzsite, and we're going to be spending some time there checking out Quartzsite. So hopefully that's still on, and looking forward to that. So 2 months with family around will be kind of nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, you could go to Alcatraz.
That would be really cool. It's so funny because Kes and I were just talking the other day about doing Alcatraz.
Yeah.
So maybe we should text him.
We actually talked about that San Francisco trip, and if you guys haven't traveled out to San Francisco and braved the drive out there, the last couple times that we've been, we actually took the train into San Francisco, and I'll tell you what, that is the only way to go. And you've seen that San Francisco footage on the intro, and I don't think we showed a lot in that video of the train going in. A little bit. We did not drive into San Francisco. I think after doing the train and then and I have driven San Francisco, we just said no, I'm not going to do that anymore. So, but who else? Who else? All have we got out there? And what are you guys? So, what are you guys drinking? And what states have we got? What's your temperatures out there? That would be fun to see. I don't want to tell you what we've got here. It's not that cold, but it's cold enough that we both kind of went, maybe not by the pool this time. So, as far as the Monte Vista, we are at Monte Vista Resort in Mesa, Arizona, and I was hoping to walk around with Bailey and do a review, a park review, and we just didn't get enough time, did we?
No, we've been busy.
Yeah, we actually drove out to the Lost Dutchman Mine Museum here in Mesa today, and I unfortunately the GoPro was full, and we just decided we'd do that one just for ourselves. That was fun. We got to walk around in the desert a little bit, see some mining equipment and
some cacti forests.
Yeah, absolutely. We also went to a mall, and I was telling her, it's the first time I've been in a mall, a real mall, and I think it's been at least 10 years. You just don't see that many of them anymore. Yeah. So, wine tonight, red and white for the missus. Awesome. Yep, my kind of people. Who else we got? Make your day today's your someday. You have a long name. Make today your someday. Wine 55. You are not that much cooler than we are. We're at 58 here. So Orange Park, Florida. We've been to Orange Park, Florida. I don't know where you're at out there. I can't remember the name of it was an Encore Park that we stayed at out there, and had a very noisy train that went by about every couple hours. Yeah, but 56 degrees, 56 degrees in Florida.
Wow.
That's kind of cold.
Mm-hmm. For Florida.
Make your today someday. He says we'll be arriving on the 18th in, I assume, Quartzsite. That's my bro. And it sounds like you're going to be coming the 18th. Okay, I thought you were coming the 11th. That is totally okay. I'm probably going to go out by the south entrance to, just thinking off the top of my head here, I probably will end up out at the south entrance of Joshua Tree, which is about 90 miles away, give or take. And we spent a lot of time out there. There's some BLM right outside the south gate, and really enjoyed that area. Got to do a lot of riding. That is the one that I found. It was a military base. I found it by accident looking at satellite, and I noticed there was a lot of grid patterns and so forth through all the cactus and sagebrush, and I had to figure out why, and discovered that it was the largest military training facility we've ever had in the United States. It went almost all the way up to Las Vegas, down to Yuma, and over to Palm Springs. and they trained millions of troops for World War II back then. So you can still see the patterns in the desert where their headquarters was, and that's where the BLM site is. Lots of stuff to go around and pick up and find, and we even took the metal detectors out, and you know got to kind of dig up stuff, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So Joe, the computer guy. Hi, guy. We've missed you the last couple of weeks. I think you've been sleeping or something. Welcome. Bob and Pearl said thanks for turning them on to the live. I know, isn't that great? I actually last week I gave a shout out for anybody that had YouTube channels, and I picked Next Exit as the one to subscribe to, and here they are doing lives. And yeah, I got on there, said hi real quick. Really glad to see people doing lives. I think. I think it's a little more raw, just a little more personal, and really like seeing that. So good for them. It was a lot of fun. So 65 in Orlando. See, that's even cool for Orlando. But you're a little bit warmer than Orange Park, which is just over to the east of you. So hopefully you're having fun over there. Yeah, I saw that. Bob and Pearl are Next Exit, and we spotlighted them last week on the live, and yeah, I'm glad I've seen that they're kind of struggling the same as we do, and I wish I could say it gets easier. Joe, we need you to be here when we're trying to go live, so you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, because it's sometimes we've had good luck, knock on wood, but sometimes yeah, it has been kind of hair pulling to get up and live and rolling. So oh, you did meet them out in Florida. That is awesome. So yeah, they seem like really great folks. So hopefully, I don't know where Dan and Jen are. Hopefully you've met up with them, and I still haven't seen them put out a live yet. I keep encouraging them. It would be fun, but yeah, the YouTube live. You know, their YouTube is switching over their Studio Classic to their studio. What was a beta, and now they're going to their new studio. And honestly, I don't think that is ready for prime time. I've had nothing but problems with it, and just about every time now, I've had to switch over to the Studio Classic just so that I could get the things up and rolling again. So I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Dan and Jen left Thousand Trails Orlando today. Yes, met up with them. Dan was a little under the weather. Oh no, hopefully nothing serious, but I know how it can be, especially they just hit up Disney World, and is like a petri dish sometimes walking around there. One thing that I don't think anybody's mentioned, Karen and I, when we were in Disney World, we carried bottles of hand sanitizers with us, and probably about a dozen dimes per day, just sitting there doing the hand sanitizer because, yeah, I can only imagine. Imagine Travels, welcome, welcome. They're still in Disney overload. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, they did 4 parks, 4 days, which is a little more than what we did. We actually did 4 parks in 8 days. We took a day in between each one, and we brought the coach up there, which we did a video on that. And I'll tell you what, that is the only way that I will do Disney World from now on. Having the ability to have your home sitting right there in the parking lot. It was premium parking, so it was literally within a couple hundred, 300 yards of the front gates to go into each of the parks, and no way that I'd rather do it. So Joe, you go to Disney almost every day. Is that right? You must have a pass then? I did not have the pass. I wasn't willing to pony up the big bucks for that pass, but good for you. Oh. So if you guys are just joining us, this is Bailey. This is my daughter. She has come out. She flew out Friday to visit her dad, and this has been my Christmas gift for me because I really needed it. My heart needed it. My soul needed it. So yeah. So we've been just having a great time, and we've been checking out Mesa and and just enjoying. Bailey's been enjoying the warm weather.
Oh yeah, it's cold at home, so
yeah,
it's been snowing
and there's next exit. You're here. Hey, hopefully you didn't shut down your live too early. Thanks for coming. I wanted to stay over there and see you guys, and but you pulled it up. This about a half hour before I was setting up and getting ready for ours over here. So glad that you made it over. Today I am drinking my Irish coffee, and Bailey, you look great. That's your uncle.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Eat,
Thank
sleep, you. RV, repeat. Hey, I love that name, by the way. I have seen that before, so that is great. Hi, Dave. Hi, Bailey. We were sent over by Bob and Pearl. Well, thank you for coming over. And Bob and Pearl are our next exit right there. If you haven't checked out their channel, we spotlighted their channel last week in our live, and we'll do it again before we finish out tonight's live and see who all has channels on here. And we'll even we'll figure out one that we'll go ahead and subscribe to, and just kind of give you guys a shout out. So it's a big community. And believe it or not, you know, the YouTube community in the RV in general is pretty. It's not that big, but it's pretty close. So I really, you know, I appreciate the friendships that we have out there, and it's one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and do the live. So. Still have some wine left to TC Boone. Welcome. Yes, we still have some wine left to consume. Now, are we talking white or red? If you're drinking white out there, you have to specify white or red. So I am a red drinker. Karen is a white drinker, and but then again, I've been known to drink white too. So occasionally. Red, yes. There you go. Next exit is red for both of you. I think, right? So what has been happening with you guys? If you're just joining us, thanks for coming. If you're new to the channel, I've been stuck kind of here in Mesa waiting for Miss Karen, the better half of the channel here, to get back from Oregon. She went back to Oregon to take care of family who was having some medical issues, and to be with them. And we are now separated 2 months, and I hope that she will be back soon. So it doesn't look very good for her getting back by Christmas. So I'm heading out tomorrow. That's the other update, is heading out, not tomorrow, Tuesday.
I'm heading out tomorrow.
You're heading out tomorrow.
Right.
I'm heading to Quartzsite Tuesday. So if anybody's going to be down in Quartzsite, definitely hit us up. Would love to meet with you guys. Scott, Blue Moon Beer. I like it. Scott and Tammy, welcome.
Yes, he has been making very, very gourmet meals. In fact, last night we cooked together, kind of.
Yeah.
And
Bailey was always my assistant when I was cooking at home. So even when we come out here, she's kind of looking over my shoulder to see what I'm doing.
Oh,
So yeah. Last night, what did we have? It was
the chicken.
It was a chicken with Alfredo sauce, but with sun-dried tomatoes and mushrooms and really good stuff. So
Tasty.
yeah.
I was very much looking forward to my dad's cooking. I knew when I came. I was like, I told my boyfriend, I was like, man, I'm really looking forward to my dad's cooking.
Yeah. And we have been. We're doing steaks tonight. We're keeping it simple, but doing some steaks tonight. And those will be going on not too long after. But the first night that was here, we did homemade pizza.
Oh yeah.
On the pellet grill.
It was good.
And
it was really good.
Yeah, and homemade everything really.
Yeah, we did tacos.
We did tacos.
For lunch.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to keep it simple. What does Bailey think about you living in the full-time RV lifestyle?
I mean, honestly, I'm a little jealous, right? I mean, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
If you can do it, do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's enjoying it, so that's all that matters.
Now, how has it been? So you're coming from Sticks and Bricks, from what they call Sticks and Bricks, a site-built home.
Sure.
Okay. How is it different coming from that and now coming into this? I asked this question because Bailey really hasn't spent any time in the coach. This is the first time that I think you've overnighted and stayed overnight, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does this compare to a Sticks and Bricks or coming from a regular house to something like this?
I mean, honestly, this motorhome is pretty big. So it's spacious. It feels spacious. So I don't know. I think it's great.
Yeah. Anything that you're missing that you notice that there isn't in this as there would be in a Sticks and Bricks?
No, obviously, like there's no bedrooms necessarily. I mean, you have your bedroom, but
right.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean,
yeah,
I could do it.
What about a dishwasher?
Dishwasher, no, but there's,
Yeah, it's not that bad, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, easy peasy.
And you can have a dishwasher if you want one. But
and you're lucky you have a washer dryer.
Washer and dryer.
So
yeah, so in fact, I asked you if you had anything to wash this morning. I threw a load in, and the nice thing is it is a one piece. I know some people like a separate washer, stackable washer and dryer. Ours is not. It's one of the Splendid washers, and you just throw everything in there and hit the button, and it basically washes and dries. And we went out into the town and let it go, and we come back. I'm sure that's all still sitting there in the dryer. Dries it all, and it'll be ready later on when I go pull it out of there and fold it up and put it away. So yeah, so not a lot of different.
I mean, it is cool that you get to move. I haven't been in here with you while you've traveled.
Right.
So it's different. You've been in one spot.
Right. I did offer that, by the way.
Right. He said we could go somewhere, but I wasn't quite sure. And
right.
I think I kind of wanted the pool. I like to swim.
Yeah, we did hit up the pool. What's that, last night?
Last night. Yeah. So, and that's been cool. That's been really cool. I mean, I've never lived anywhere where you could just go to the pool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's been, pretty cool.
Joe, the computer guy, says, I love my Splendid. I would not want to full time without it. You and me both, honestly. There are a few things, and that washer dryer. It's different when you're a weekend warrior and you're just going out for camping trips and things like that with the family. But having that ability to wash and dry and not go into the laundromats, which I have to admit, you haven't seen them. They're actually pretty nice at these resorts.
Oh, I'm sure.
But
I've been to laundromats
right,
before.
but when you go to the laundromats in some of these small towns and places like that, they get a little
Oh yeah,
they get a little sketchy, and
I imagine.
I appreciate my washer dryer almost every time that I pull clean done laundry out of it. But if you have any experience with the Splendid washers, you know that wrinkling is a problem. Fought with that for ever since I've owned it, and it's something that you just kind of live with. So I'm looking okay in my shirt tonight, but normally there's wrinkles all over it. So
I wonder why.
yeah, Joe says he's not a fan of the laundromat. Background travel's got to run. Hey, you know what? Come over for a visit. Absolutely. So does that mean you're coming over for a visit now, or later, or you know? Because we have like 30 minutes left. Get over here and you can join us. Just knock on the door. They're only around the corner. They're at Mesa Spirit. That's another one of my favorite um, uh, resorts, and really enjoy that one over there. So, oh, and next exit, you guys are leaving Quartzsite Tuesday. Damn it! Where are you guys going? Are you going to be back? Definitely let me know, and maybe we can somehow mesh our time there. I don't know if you. When I go down to Quartzsite, at that point I'll be kind of down in that area for the rest of the time. Um, we'll be doing Yuma, Palm Springs, Quartzsite, Parker, pretty much for the next few months. So you guys are going to Casa Grande. Yeah, I've stayed there a couple times and really enjoyed it down there. So, are you still happy with the battery configuration? Okay, so next exit says, are you still happy with the battery configuration? So if you don't know what we did, just real quick, is the house battery and the chassis battery on a diesel pusher or any of these big motorhomes. There's two battery banks, one that services the engine for starting the engine, and the other one that serves for powering the house. What you see the lights on here tonight running on. I ran into a battery problem where I had both my house batteries and my chassis batteries were dead at the same time. I had 4 golf cart batteries. I had 2 um, big batteries for starting the coach, for chassis batteries. I got rid of all of those. I brought in 6 golf cart batteries. I combined the system and made one complete system out of it. And now that whole system starts the coach and supplies the power um, for the house. So far, knock on wood, I have boondocked about 7 nights since I've had those in, and absolutely loved it. Have had no trouble at all. The coaches had no trouble starting up. I do have automatic generator start, so that keeps the batteries from going dead. And that starts up and charges the batteries for a couple hours, about once per day, for 2 hours, and have had no problems whatsoever. I actually have room to fit 2 more 6-volt batteries in. I may do that. I haven't decided. I've got a lot of expenses coming up this month, so I don't know if I'm going to make it happen or not, but we will see. But thanks for asking. Yes, absolutely love it. So, next exit, you will be back a couple times boondocking, all the places you mentioned. You know what? Let's just stay in touch. And if we can get together, would love it. Would love to join you guys for a live. You guys could join us for a live. So that would be great. But Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat. As a newbie to your channel, what attracted you to RV living? Good question. My reason is twofold. My parents died early. They were the typical, I want to wait until I retire and then I have this whole list of things that I want to do. Unfortunately, Dad died a couple years after he retired. And once Dad died, Mom was not able to travel, and she died about 5 years later. So neither one of them really got to realize that dream of going out and traveling and doing this. The second part is that one of my jobs in my life for about 15 years on the side, I did it just for the fun. I did get paid for it. I drove coaches for Beaver Coaches, and I drove them around the country delivering brand new coaches to these different dealerships around the country. And in doing that, I absolutely fell in love with traveling and seeing these different places. Well, at the time, I didn't get to see him, but I swore that someday I would be back to see him. And that's kind of what led us to here. So after Mom died, I set a 10-year goal to pay off everything and hit the road. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
So uh, no neighbors here in Mesa Spirit coming over. We will have to try again another time. No problem. Absolutely not. Let's see if we can get together in Quartzsite. Would love to see you guys down there. So safe travels, Bailey, and you on Tuesday. Yes, thank you. And Joe, the computer guy. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what? Joe? Yeah, next exit. Would love to meet you guys for a live. Would I would check the cold cranking apps for that diesel engine. Yeah, I that's exactly what I was thinking about. Might be doing no good to the 6x6 battery bank. Just my humble opinion. I am on the fence about that, Joe. It's really hard to ascertain what the cold cranking amps of a battery, a golf cart battery bank is. I can tell you that the batteries have no problem spinning the starter. It's not sluggish. In fact, it turns over quicker than I've ever heard it before. So much so that I think it actually fried the old starter, and that's why I ended up having to put the new starter in. I only got about half a dozen starts on the new battery bank on the old starter, which was 14 years old, and I got the click of death on the starter one day, and I thought, well, there goes the starter. So we replaced that 2 weeks ago, and the new starter just seems to absolutely love the battery bank. Has had no problem spinning it over. So I would love to hear any of your input. So if you have any input on that, absolutely shoot me an email. I would love to hear about it. And because I'm kind of going blind. I haven't seen anybody else do it, and I'm just taking a chance. But so far, it has worked out well. They are flooded lead acid batteries, not the AGM. So. And no, I checked the battery manufacturer's website. They don't show cold cranking amps for the deep cycles. So we're coming to QZ on the 18th of January. Would love to meet you guys. Yeah, no, that's my brother there. We're going to meet up with you and Sherry, and definitely looking forward to Quartzsite. I think you must be talking to Bob and Pearl there. So. Well, we're about 39 minutes in. What has everybody else got going on there? I feel like Joe. How are you liking Florida? I know you made the trip over there, and pretty darn quick, I might add. It seems like the last few lives you were traveling, and finally the last couple you made it into Florida, and so I haven't heard though. How are you guys? How are you liking that Florida weather? How are you liking Florida in general? I can tell you that Karen and I did that last winter. We went to Florida. We actually looped Florida. We stayed at all the Encore parks, looping around Florida, and I just can't say enough good things about it. We just had an absolute blast. I think the only thing that I could say we didn't like was being so far away from family. You are all the way across the country, for us anyway, all the way across the country from your family. They are back in Oregon, which is about as far as you can get away from Florida. And but we did have reserve if there was any emergencies or anything bad that happens. We kind of left ourselves a way to get home rapidly if need be. And I have driven it from Oregon to Florida, and I can do that in about 4 days. So in an emergency, we had a couple of different options that we could get back to our home base. So no, 2 months to get across. Yeah, that's about how long it takes us at least. So good for you. And Florida is your place to winter. It is your winter home. Good for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. We loved it down there. Definitely will be going back there again. Without a doubt. I have no doubt in my mind. I do want to, I don't know if anybody has done Texas. Um, we've done, this is the second year I've done Southwest. I have not done Florida, and I would like to do Texas. So if you have any experience wintering in Texas, I was thinking about down by South Padre Island, basically as far south as you can get in Texas, just to make sure that we stay warm. But you know, that's not a guarantee. I have seen people, YouTubers, talk about it being cold in at South Padre Island. So, but no, I want to see Texas. I've driven across it many times. Haven't spent a lot of time there. What's to say about Florida weather? It's great. Yes, it is great. We want to go back, especially if we can get some Joe's margaritas. Is Joe making margaritas? I didn't know that if you went to Florida, Joe was making margaritas. So, you know, I just may have to pull up stakes. I was thinking about going to courtside, but now I'm thinking about Florida. I didn't know margaritas were part of the deal. So, next thing, you guys did Texas in 2017, 18. It is your third choice. Florida, AZ, and Texas. Too windy, humid in the winter. Oh, really? Okay, I haven't heard anybody say the humidity in the winter. Is that for Texas? Uh, North? What about North Padre? Is there a North Padre Island? I don't know. Is there a North Padre Island? I know South Padre Island, right? Am I getting that wrong? Big Bend National Park. Christine Ryan, hey, welcome. We did Big Bend. How was that? Because that is definitely on the list to go to. So Joe says no margaritas today. Way too much last night. Hot tea today. Oh, Joe. Okay, Florida's off. I'm not headed that way. It's back to quartzsite now. So Joe ruined it for everybody. You know, if you can't if you can't share with the rest of the class, Joe, I'm just saying. Texas Trails Collection, 1,000 Trails Collection. We left early to go to Big Bend. It wasn't humid in Big Bend. Okay, that's good to know. I think Big Bend is kind of northwest of Texas, and it's the northwest side of Texas. So, looking forward to going and seeing that. I really want to explore more of Texas. So, I'm really thinking that that's going to be my destination for next winter. So, Big Bend is beautiful, huge, and in the middle of nowhere. Well, isn't most of Texas in the middle of nowhere? It takes it took us a month to drive across it. Um, so I big Southwest Texas. Okay, Big Bend is in Southwest Texas. All right, good to know. Good to know. I didn't know that. I know I've looked it up before, but for some reason I was thinking it was yeah, I was thinking it was right down below El Paso along the coast there somewhere. But maybe I'm thinking of someplace else. So so what about you? Do you have any questions?
Question.
Yeah. Bailey got her next drink. She has got and I don't know
You
if
can't
you
even
you can't see the color of it really. Let me see if I can turn off this light here and see if I can get some color there. Still can't quite get it, but she's got pineapple juice, coconut, not coconut rum,
not coconut,
spiced rum,
yeah,
with some blue Curaçao in it down at the bottom. So that's what Miss Bailey is drinking tonight. And yes, she's over 21, so she can.
Don't worry about it.
Dad's not being a bad influence, I promise.
Oh, you've always been a bad influence.
I know. South Padre Island from Brownsville. Up to day changes over. Goes to Corpus Christi. Will be the North El Padre Island. Okay, good enough. I didn't know there was a North El Padre Island. And that's one of the reasons why I want to kind of explore Texas. So definitely. Yeah, Bailey knows how to fill up her glass. She got it. I know. Well, I just don't want to leave you guys, but
I'll make you more coffee.
You make me more coffee.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Need a black light to make it pop. We do. We should add a black light like right up here. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Imagine Travels. I like your idea. You think right out of the box there. That's perfect. Oh, 47 minutes in. What I want to ask, are there any YouTube channels out there? If you guys, we're going to do a little spotlight, give you guys a shout out. And if you have a YouTube channel, put it out there and put your name out there. We'll pick one and actually subscribe to it. I know Next Exit was last week, enjoying some of their work, and it's really fun watching them. They actually did a live tonight, and I give them a shout out for that because I really like seeing the lives out there. So if you have favorite YouTubers out there, ask them when they're going to do a live. Tell them to stop. Tell them to make it real. You know, get real, get live. Yep. keep it real. How's that?
Keep it real.
Yep. It doesn't get any more raw than this. We can just talk. So.
Yep. Let's. You want to show me how to drive the coach?
You know, woo! Maybe the next trip out. Believe it or not, the coach is not that hard to drive. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. And
I don't know. I'm getting myself into deep water here.
It is. It is really easy to handle. It's probably easier to handle than a travel trailer and a car. It's just long, and but it does drive really smooth, really easy, and no,
yeah,
you could do it.
I could do it. I know, like I have confidence in myself.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I want to or need to at this point.
Eat, sleep, RV, repeat. We're so sorry for your loss. Terribly sad so many people wait so long and never enjoy their retirement years. Yeah, it really is. And you know, it really it really did a number on my head when my parents died so early and lost the ability to do that dream. So I miss them, and part of me is out there for them, and kind of hopefully they're watching down from above and kind of visiting some of these places through me. So I enjoy it, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Really love it. So we want a video with Bailey driving. Okay, there you go.
Next up.
The next time we see her, Are you going to come join me in Las Vegas?
Yeah,
Possibly in Las
we'll do
Vegas
that.
might be the
We
next
can do that.
opportunity. So
Yeah.
that's probably not going to be until March or April, I think. But
Nice.
Bailey has college to go to,
Yeah.
so yeah, she
limited on my my time, my availability.
Yeah.
So.
But we're going to try to figure out when her
right.
spring break is.
Yeah,
See if we can
spring
get you up.
break or weekend or something. We'll figure it out. We'll
There
do
you go.
something.
There you go. And we're going to teach Bailey how to drive the coach.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you believe she came online? Came on the live? I had to talk her into doing the live. Are you having fun?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right.
I was really worried.
Yeah.
I was really nervous. I'm not.
Not now.
I'm okay now.
It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
It's not anything like super out there.
Oh, Scott says we need a black light and a Velvet Elvis painting right behind, right there, right? I agree with you. I'm with you. I'm so into it. And I apologize if you guys, we were sitting there talking and I wasn't watching the screen. If you have a YouTube channel, put the name out there. I need a channel to subscribe to. We'll give you a shout out. Lady drivers, too cool. Thanks for going on the live stream. Absolutely, absolutely. So glad that Katya, I actually got a notification from Next Exit, and you guys must have been testing some stuff because when I went there, it said that you weren't actually there. So I was kind of bummed, and I couldn't even leave a comment for you. So, well, hopefully we'll see you guys the next time that you do a live. But and FYI, Pearl is an awesome chef. Oh my gosh. Is that right, Pearl? We are going to have to get together because maybe do a cooking collaboration or something. I love it. Can go back and watch the first 2 episodes of the RVers on the Discovery Channel. They show Caitlin Morton from Morton's on the Move learning how to drive Peter and John's Mountaineer motorhome. Oh, now that sounds interesting. You know, I have not seen that, so thanks for giving the shout out on that. That'll that I guess I need to go and check that out.
Some good tips, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That's funny.
So next says dinner is ready, so have to go. We are just about ready to sign off here ourselves. So glad that you came by, and we will see you on the next live. And looking forward to it. So you guys, you take care. We'll see you next time. Hey, we're on the streaming version. Christine Ryan says, "Hey, we're on the streaming version." How does that work? I'm not sure what that is. Is I don't know what that is. Talk to me, Goose. Fill me in. Peter from the RV Geeks was a trainer on how to drive when he's still working. That is awesome. Really enjoy their channel as well. So of the RVers. Okay, I'll have to check that out and see it. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to actually look it up and see it. I have heard the good things about it. So thanks for filling us in. Well, you guys that have given us a thumbs up, we've got 9 thumbs